Okay, hello everybody, this is Chaos with NoDiceGaming and Chaos Esports Productions bringing you game number 5 of tonight's Clan War. We have a Miraculous Gaming going up against NoDiceGaming and ImbaNoob. Been stomping some NoDiceGaming this evening as he has taken down 3 of our finest. So we will have to see whether or not he can continue this on. So let's go ahead and introduce our players. Spawning in the lower right-hand corner here on Heavy Rain Ladder Edition, it's going to be Miraculous Gaming's ImbaNoob.
No good right now. And spawning in the top slightly left, we'll call it, is NoDiceGaming's Terran player, Spectre. We'll have to see if he can take down the ImbaNoob.
Yeah, so definitely getting some nice wins off today. We'll have to see if he can continue it on. Now, man, I gotta say he's got some sick foresight after that last game.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, basically a blind spore crawler at the front and 3 spines right away. So apparently something tipped him off to that. Yeah, what you want to call it, Dark Templar. That's what it was. So something tipped him off, and so he went ahead and took a look, and saw something that tipped him off, and he went for it, and it turned out to be a win for him.
Yeah, so he's gonna come in here and maybe get a little harassment off on this SCV. Just gonna go ahead and call it back home. He is going for a very, very aggressive hatchery first. Well, not really aggressive, more passive, passive-aggressive. So definitely playing the more economical race.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's going to be a whole lot going on here. So I should take a small moment to plug a new game that's coming into the kind of the esports theme. Chaos, have you heard of Smite?
Smite. Yes, I have heard of Smite, actually. I haven't played it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, Smite's actually doing their official launch. They raised, I think, 200 grand for their kickoff tournament. So a good amount of money, and some of those StarCraft teams. Team Dignitas has somebody in there, a couple other teams as well. So recognizable team names. It's going to be one of those that you might see popping up now and again. So take a look at it.
Yeah, definitely. Always nice to get some more games into the esports scenes. You know, kind of give players a little bit more recognition for playing the games that they love to play. And yeah, so very, very cool.
Not much is happening in this one early on.
Yeah,
not
it's like nothing.
Your most basic of openings.
Mm-hmm. So typical Reaper's gonna come in here and try and get a little bit of damage done. Maybe kill a drone, maybe 2. Ooh, very nice clutch spore crawler. Cancels. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Spectre's just gonna go ahead and back out. Doesn't want to lose that early scouting potential that he's got. Could actually come down here and maybe pick off one of the drones at the natural.
We'll have to see here. I'm wondering, Chaos, you told me to do it last time. What are you predicting? What do you think's going to happen in this game?
I don't know. Like, I would say that this map is pretty... I can't see anything too funky going down. We do have the factory already coming down, so it looks like Spectre's going to be playing pretty standard at this point. Going to be going into that Reactor Hellion style. And then we do have very, very quick third base coming out of Spectre, so definitely wants to play the more economically focused game. We'll have to see how that pans out and whether or not, ImbaNoob's been pretty aggressive in the past past games. So we'll have to see whether or not that will continue on.
Yeah, and it looks like ImbaNoob does not know that second one's actually built just out of range. So he does not know that this is coming down yet, and we'll have to see when he does figure it out how he plans to respond. Right now he's droning up pretty heavily, not too interested in getting units.
Yeah, so he's gonna go ahead and get his first 2 extractors pumping. Probably gonna be looking to take on his lair relatively quickly once he gets up enough gas. And we do have our first couple Hellions coming out, so Spectre's gonna be trying to push in here, get a little bit of damage done, and see if this will pan out.
It looks like he's poking a little bit, but with 3 queens out front, probably not gonna be a whole lot. And there's some Evo chambers. They're going to go down just to be sure in case more Hellions are coming. that there's not going to be anything else. But what do you think about this third command center going down? It's in kind of an odd spot as part of a wall.
I think for the time being, he's just going to use it to get up, that extra mule and that extra SCV production. It'll definitely give him a nice little edge in as far as getting his economy rolling a lot quicker. But quite honestly, I don't see him actually putting that out on the third base position for a fair amount of time, I would say.
Oh, we'll have to see. This game is these players both being very, very passive, which is a little bit new, I think, for ImbaNoob. I mean, he's typically, building up a decent force, kind of even in the mid game. Ooh, and a little bit of Hellion harass, trying to really that Reaper, in the back of the base. But was he? Yes, he just was able to get it.
Yep. So I don't think it really got a whole lot done. Yeah, no workers killed so far, and just the 2 Reapers have died. So yeah, pretty stock game so far. Really haven't seen anything. We do have an Overseer being morphed in here, going to be trying to do a little bit of scouting, maybe see something that he doesn't already know. Probably pretty much just going to go in there and see everything is completely standard. We'll have to see whether or not it will actually be able to get in there all the way, as the Marine is picking at it little by little.
Yeah, and oddly enough, he has not scouted that there is a third command center there.
Yeah, so Hellions actually could potentially... Ooh, one will get picked off. Overseer still getting a nice little scout off on Changeling in the main, actually. Going to see that the switch on the factory, the barracks. So yeah, so still pretty passive out of both players. They're both, just kind of getting their macro up. As you can see, the production tab for Spectre's just out the all the way past the supply mark for ImbaNoob.
He is getting a little bit of everything, working his way up to that big bio beefy force. So Spectre, on the other hand, ImbaNoob, on the other hand, just nice, pretty much roaches and not anything too fancy.
Yeah, going to go in, try and take out some units, but one of those Hellions is going to get picked off. And I find it interesting, ImbaNoob doesn't really have that many drones in his main. And actually, this roach force is going to be pretty devastating, considering there's not a lot of hole here from Spectre. So he could potentially hit a very, very nice timing with this, as he sees that there is no third base, and ImbaNoob is going to come in here.
Yeah, which is really interesting. Not having a third base usually is indicative that your opponent's going to be massing up with some sort of timing, but chooses to just come on in. And I don't know if Spectre will be able to recover, as all his upgrades kind of just now getting out, and that medevac just now getting out. Go ahead and focus down that command center, which is lifted, but we'll have to see if he's able to hold this off.
Yeah, ImbaNoob is trying to get in here, getting a lot of damage done on the economy of Spectre, as all of the SCVs down with the natural have been taken out, and this third command center is actually going to start to burn down itself. The question is will Spectre be able to get out enough units at this point? He's got a handful of Marauders in this little force of his, but ImbaNoob just going to go ahead and back out at this point. We do have a small little Hellion counterattack coming in here, but ImbaNoob is already ready for this. And yeah, ImbaNoob definitely showing his stuff, getting a lot accomplished, not really taking any losses for it.
Yeah, and it looks like Spectre's just going to go ahead and retreat back up his ramp. I don't know if he has an answer for all of these roaches.
Yeah, I mean, he really needs to get some more Marauders in this force. Even maybe just adding in a single Banshee would be very nice. We do have some dancing roaches. ImbaNoob says, "I'm gonna win this. I don't care." And yeah.
Smiley face and
Wow.
Get out. Oh, and Manor Hatches going down as well.
Wow.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I feel like some tanks would be really nice at this point. I mean, you really don't have anything to lose.
Yeah, it looks like Death Drop of 2 medevacs is gonna try to be the winner, and will Spectre see He doesn't know that Manor hatches are there quite yet.
Yeah.
Hanging on. He's gonna probably try to do something with this force and then probably tap out.
Yeah. I think this is just so Spectre's gonna come in here and try and get some damage done here at the natural. Might be able to take out yeah, it's gonna take down the infestation pit, and then might get a nice cancel on those 2/2 upgrades. Queens will get focused down, lifts off, only losing 2 Marines, but yeah, I'd say at this point it's just going to be a matter of whether or not Spectre's going to be able to build up enough force to actually push out here. He comes down and scouts the manor hatches, and is kind of in a pretty big pickle at this point.
Yeah, not a whole lot that he can do. Go ahead, you just scanned it to see. It looks like he might just go down and try to fight it just for fun.
Yeah, so Spectre definitely needs to get things going. The biggest thing is he just doesn't have the economy for it, you know. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, what else can you say? I mean, he's down triple in workers, double in army. So there's not a whole lot of good things going for him.
Nice little coming in here, and actually Spectre might have just enough to take out this small little force, and might be able to live to see another day for the time being. Obviously, we do have the hatches finished up now, so the creep is going to be there for a significant amount of time. But yeah, Spectre actually going to trade very, very well, defending his natural, and...
ImbaNoob doesn't seem too fazed by it, as he is now going into Hydras instead, so doesn't really need the roaches per se. It looks like Spectre's gonna continue to try, and I have to say, if he, just one of those things. If he comes back in this, I might retire from casting because I will obviously know nothing of how this game is played.
Yeah, so small drop going in, going to be trying to maybe cancel that 5th base, but there's not. Ooh. You know, ImbaNoob's kind of posturing. He's like, I don't know what to do about this. Drop going to come down. We'll be moving in here. 2nd tank is going to come out, but is there enough? Spectre numbers dropping very, very rapidly, and it looks like Spectre's going to go ahead and tap out ImbaNoob. Definitely doing very, very well this go around. We will go ahead into a short break and get the potential last game going. So stay tuned.